Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Queen Bean Tarot, and today I am doing a reading for This is the Next Good Thing Coming Your Way. Now, for those of you who have not ever been on my channel, I am also called Jess. Welcome, and welcome back to anyone who is returning. So I've done this reading for myself and it came out brilliant. I decided to do it as a general reading for all the different star signs. I've been doing them in poles of 2, and I am now doing, I believe it's Cancer and Libra, so a water sign and a air sign. So the first question I'm going to do is, you at the time of receiving this good thing, the next good thing, it is the next one. It's not just any good thing, it's the next good thing. It doesn't mean you have to accept it. It doesn't mean you don't have to accept it. We all have different opportunities, different positive things coming our way. It's just up to if you see it, if you receive it, if you pass by it. So yes, I've done a lot of readings tonight for all the different star signs, and they've all been very different. Some are very difficult to read, others very easy. So you might notice my voice is getting a little scratchy. That's okay, it's very normal for me. But you guys are the last group for me to do tonight, so group number 6. So yes, I'm gonna ask you at the time of receiving this good thing. So like, where are you at when this is coming to you? Like, how are you feeling, your emotions, where are you in life? What is this good thing? Because these are general, not one-on-one, these are really varied. I try to get as much as I can. You just take what resonates. If this doesn't resonate at all, click off. I would really advise, because I'm doing Cancer and Libra, if one of them are your sun sign, with all of these I've said, follow your sun sign more, but if you want to read or watch your moon or rising, you're more than welcome to. You might have both of these placements somewhere in your chart, so if you know what they are, they could be dealing with that sort of house or that part of your life. Number 3, I'm asking, how do you receive this good thing? Now, this is how do you respond? How are you reacting to getting this good thing? Like, are you going to be excited for it? Do you think it's like, are you going to be defensive? Are you, unhappy with it? Were you expecting more? When is this good thing going to occur? So I'm going to get some timing. Number 5 is this good thing worth accepting? Not every good thing. We don't need to take every good thing that comes our way. Some things aren't as good as what the next positive thing coming our way is, or at the time it's not good. Doesn't mean it doesn't come back around. We have many doors offered to us with all different possibilities. It just depends on what we take and what we're accepting at the time. And timing plays a big part of our lives in the 3D world, so I will be asking that. Number 6 is the outcome. So there's A, if you do accept this good thing, this next good thing, and if you take this opportunity. B is if you don't accept this good thing or don't take this opportunity. This is like 2 different timelines I'm looking at. There has been, I think, 2 groups where it was like it happened to them. There wasn't like, do you accept this or take this? It was, it's gonna happen to you, you have to deal with it. Or it was like, it's happening to someone around you, or it's a situation you were placed in by others, so it's not like something you accept or deny. Number 7 is advice. So if this turned out really negative, like you at the time, or how you reacted to it, this might give you some advice with dealing with that. Or same with if it's worth taking, or if it's something you have to deal with. Like I mentioned, there isn't a timing for you. This could just be like advice to deal with that. So any advice really is good advice. I mean, you'd rather have advice than none and need it than not need it. 8 is, how can you identify when this is actually happening? So I'm going to try and get some cards on how you might be feeling, thinking, what's happening in your life, the contents of the things happening in your vicinity and in your life as a parent in around you. So yeah, like, are you on cloud 9? Do you have all the offers available to you? Are you like really creative at the time? Are you really depressed and had some bad things happen to you? Like, just to get a good vicinity of what you might be thinking, feeling, or what you are experiencing. Like, you might be getting a lot of offers at the time, or just so you know like what to sort of perceive. So when you add you at the time and the timing, and then how can you identify this? When you put all three of those together, you get a really good ability to be able to see when this next good thing might be occurring, and how to see it, identify it, and then either accept it or deny it based on whatever you choose on your circumstances. Okay, I think I've prattled on enough with this. I've got this sitting up so I can still view it. These are my beautiful star signs, my last beautiful group. So Cancerians, my Cancer, my water signs, and my Libras, my balancing scales of the air signs. So, neat tip, my granddad was a Cancerian and my brother is a Libra. The things you learn. Okay. So number 4 and number 7. So when I say number 4, they are in the fourth. They're the fourth on the zodiac wheel. So a Cancer is born between June 21st and July 22nd. They have more of a feminine duality, which means they have more yin energy. So they're more flexible and fluid. They are obviously a water sign. They are also a cardinal sign. So they are initiators. They're people who get stuff done. Their lucky day is Monday. They are symbolized by the crab. Their dominant keyword is I feel. They are ruled by their body part, the chest, the breast, and the stomach. Their lucky numbers are 2 and 3. Their ruling planet is the moon. So the moon phases influence Cancer and reflect their fluctuating moods and deep connection to feelings and comfort. They are best compatible with a Taurus, which is an earth sign, a Virgo is an earth sign, a Scorpio is a water sign, and a Pisces is also a water sign. So they are very deep feeling, emotional beings, and the fact that they are ruled by the moon, marine life, and the tides are influenced by the moon, and obviously they're a crab, so that makes quite a bit of sense if we're being honest. Now for our Libras, they are born from September 23rd to October 22nd. They are an air element. Their lucky day is Friday. They're also a cardinal quality, so they're initiators. They like to get stuff done. They have a masculine duality, so they're very direct. They're very yang energy, so they're quite masculine. They are symbolized by the scales. Their dominant keyword is I balance. Their body part is ruled by kidneys and their lower back. Their lucky number is 6 and 15. Their ruling planet is also Venus, which is exactly the same as Taurus. However, the planet of love, beauty, and values influences Libras to seek harmony, grace, and pleasing aesthetics in their environment. So things that look very pretty. They're best compatible with a Gemini, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and an Aquarius. So let's get these Wild Muse Oracle cards. So these are by Vanessa Samina, absolutely beautiful. I love the black and gold, gorgeous. So we have 42, disconnect. 46, hidden in plain sight. So chameleons. On fire, look at that fire dancer. trust your intuition. I really feel that with the Cancer. And number 17, updates to your system. So you might need some more information or updates or connection to technology to gain some information. So follow your intuition when it comes to that. Okay, let's get into this, my beautiful Cancerians and Libras. Now, the first question I'm asking is, where are you? So I believe it's you at the time of receiving this good thing. So you at the time of receiving this good thing, like, how are you feeling? What's going on for you? You know, you at this time of being, you know, the moment of getting this next good thing in your life. Ooh, okay. Ooh, oh gosh, okay. You have everything you could ever want. You are extremely emotionally stable, financially stable. You have so much love and harmony. You have absolute stability. My beautiful Cancerians and Libras, super stable, which reminds me of on fire. Like, everything is like, you're on fire, you are getting it, you got everything you've ever wanted. Oh, okay, so what is this good thing? Anxiety, depression, sleepless nights, overthinking. Let's see. What is this good thing? What is this next good thing coming their way? Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, we have Temperance in reverse and Nostalgia, which is the Six of Cups. So the Nine of Swords can be overthinking about memories or chaos, or maybe toxic upbringings. You might also be considering, so when I see this, I see children, and this is either to deal with people you've known for a long time, like someone from your past, gifts from the past, nostalgia, familiarity, family members, imbalance, chaos, extreme. You might actually, I can see a loss in the family with these three. If this was to come up, it could be you get, you know, you lose someone. This is actually quite chaotic, because when we have Temperance in reverse, it's like everything that is falling out of her cups. But when it comes to Temperance, she is a transmuter, so she can turn water to oil, and oil to water. We have leadership, Page of Cups. So we got the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. How do you receive this good thing? So you might be wanting to create some structure with this, make an opportunity out of it. This is sensitivity, which makes sense with a Cancerian. Curious, inner child, and we have inner child here as well. Breakthrough, truth, new insights, new ideas, vision, focus. Quite curious. I'm only able to get quite a few things with this, because these are very specific cards. I've got a feeling that this good thing is actually going to start off as something bad, but you're going to, because you start off at something so good, anything that was going to come your way couldn't match this, so you're going to feel it in a negative. It will most likely cause some disconnect. You're going to have to follow your intuition, and maybe adjust and grow to deal with this. Geez, this is really intense. I feel like I do need some more context, But look at these two are both blindfolded. These two are both looking straight, like they're looking at me. It's a little creepy, to be honest. It's like you saw it coming, but you didn't see it. It's like you could see that it could happen or would happen, but you didn't want to face it or deal with it at the time. That's what I'm getting. How do you receive this? I think you might be a little bit stubborn, might be a little bit bullheaded, I'm hearing. Whereas you're also maybe acting a little bit naive or escapism, like you might be escaping a little bit. However, I think deep down you know that it's going to come with a lot of benefits. So you are mentally preparing yourself at the same time. For when does this thing occur? So when is this next good thing occurring for my beautiful Cancerians and Libras? Like, can I get some timing, please, and thank you? Okay. I'm pretty sure Pentacles actually deal with winter. So your Pentacles are, yeah, they're winter or years. So this could take years, or it will happen at a winter time. So depending on where you live, where I live, winter is like during May. It's like during the springtime for most other locations. Let's see. Is this worth accepting? I just want to see if I can get some more insight. I am getting a bit of a feeling like this is happening to someone else. Lack of long-term vision, lack of reward. You might feel, I think you might feel like you're lacking. I think you're gonna view it as a loss. If this, and you're also, yeah, you're gonna be very defensive. You're gonna have your boundaries up about it. You're gonna view it as a loss. You're gonna get closure. You might eventually become more, yeah, see, it ends in something positive. I'm surprised I'm not getting a tower come out, to be honest. This is not something you can accept or deny. This is something that's going to happen to you or to someone that you're connected to, and you're just going to have to stand by and watch it. I've got a feeling this is happening to someone. I feel like there's a loss somewhere, and it's going to harm you. It's going to hurt you. Especially when you come from such a high, like at the beginning, well, you're going to feel like you have all your cups full. I'm going to see outcomes. I'm going to try and get, like, if you accept this event a little bit better, of whatever's happening, like the outcome, if you're accepting it, like if you're as positive or as accepting of this. So yeah. Oh, it's in reverse, the Chariot. Powerless. You're gonna be very powerless, and hence when you're powerless, you might feel like you want to go against someone. You're gonna want to be forceful. You're gonna lack power, and this might actually show up in aggression for some of my, especially for Libras. I know Libras will, when you feel like you're lacking power and energy, you get really upset. And when you get upset, especially for Libras who are very masculine, you need to do action, and that might actually come out in aggression. You would be viewing it as an obstacle, but when it's something you can't actually actively do anything with, or control, you're gonna feel powerless, and that's actually probably the worst thing for a lot of my Libras. And this is actually a Cancerian card. This is a Cancer card, by the way. It is ruled by Cancer, so this relates to you, like both Libra and Cancer. But it's gonna, and this is meant to be the you know, the outcome for if you accept it as the best way you possibly can. I think for especially my Cancerians, this is going to hit you in so hard. You might actually try and take action and be helpful and do stuff, but it actually ends up making you realize there's so little you can do in this scenario. And if you don't accept this, if you're really against the grain, oh wow, Judgment. So we got Judgment, we got the Six of Pentacles, and we got Justice. Justice is a Libra card as well. Six of Pentacles does have to deal with the moon. The moon rules Cancer. Yeah, so with Judgment, I feel like it might be that you learn a little bit more about yourself. I feel like it is something you cannot change. So when you're dealing with this, you might be a lot more thinking about how this affects you, how you feel, like instead of whoever this is happening to in your life. Giving and receiving, people might be giving you more help, you know, supporting you, or you might be trying to help out as much as you can and trying to support others. However, this actually might come with some consequences when you're trying to overcompensate and help out and it's not working in your favor. Justice is unbiased. It will deal out its justice regardless. It just depends on who's accountable. So if you are a self-absorbed person, like I know Libras can definitely be self-absorbed, and then Cancerians are so deeply feeling that it's all about them sometimes. So yeah, even though Cancerians are so deeply feeling they do care about all the people in their vicinity, I think that this is a little bit self-serving in this reaction. They might actually get some bad karma from this. But let's look at advice. Any advice, especially with this reading, I'm definitely thinking that you might be told there's better ways for you to deal with this. Yeah, I'm feeling like you might need to actually leave, like feel your sadness and stuff, but then it's probably best that you actually accept that you can't do anything, and instead of being volatile, best thing for you to do would probably be to move on, to accept what you can't control and to move on. Don't be domineering. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry, my Cancerians and my Libras. How can you... Oh gosh, I was about to ask and it already fell out and I can feel it. Lack of focus, quality, motivation, or ambition. Is there anything else that might help us identify when this is actually happening to my Cancerians and my Libras? Please and thank you. Okay. Okay, so we got the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, so at the time in your life when this most likely is going to happen, and I feel like this isn't, if it's a next good thing, it's going to have a good benefit for you, because we do have the Nine of Cups here, which means you might, so if someone is passing, you might end up with finances or something. You're gonna gain something. However, you're losing someone. I feel like most people who I've had to do, like most of these groups have had, this is gonna be great, but look at all the cons. Like there's gonna be pros, but there are also cons. It keeps showing up, and it's just proof that when we gain something, we lose something. You can't constantly be gaining because it's just not possible. We don't have the capacity for that. Good things can't always be happening, because if that were the case, you can't where you can't acknowledge and appreciate when a good thing happens, because it will be the norm. You need to have bad things happen so you can appreciate the good things. So we have lack of focus. So you might be in a little bit of a dip where you're lacking a little bit of focus. You're trying, like, you wanna, you know, act on something. You're trying to gain your focus back. You might actually be in active burnout, hence why your focus is terrible. You might feel like you're in a dead-end job. So I'm feeling like if we're gonna go based on everything that we've learned, so like I said, I think I said that one is spring, isn't it? Spring? Or is it winter? Oh gosh. Anyway, so we have that timing. I did mention it. We have, like, you are the happiest you've ever been. You have everything that you've ever wanted. When I say this, either you have a family at home, you work hard to provide for them, you have your children, you have the life you've always dreamed of, you have your big picture, the thing that you've been aiming for, you know. However, either this thing that happens to you removes this from you, hence why it hits you so terribly, or you'll just live like you have everything. However, you're working a dead-end job and you're burnt out because you provide this dream that you've always wanted. To keep this, you still have to work really hard. So you might be feeling this. So you have everything you've ever wanted. You're working yourself down to exhaustion to keep that. And we also have the timing of the Four of Pentacles. I'm gonna just double confirm. I do have Pentacles, which is winter. It is winter. It's winter. So during your winter seasons or years, so it's winter or years, so this could be something that's well and truly off in the far future for you guys. However, yeah, you're gonna feel like you're working a dead-end job, you're exhausted, you have everything you've ever wanted, you're tired though because you've been working hard to keep that lifestyle or that family or keep everything going to maintain that picture, but years or winter, so it could be this winter coming, it could be the next winter, it could be the winter after that. You could travel somewhere and they have a winter and that's when this all happens, you know. It's anything like that, but trust your intuition for this sort of stuff. But the advice was, when this happens, instead of being self-absorbed, instead of being angry, to accept what has happened, offer condolences, because I am feeling like this is like someone passes. For some it could be divorce, unhappy divorce, but no, it's typically I'm getting passing, even though there's no death or tower. From these, I'm getting it's someone you know who has passed, or because you do have this, and that's quite terrible to have to deal with. But this is going to be so varied for each person, but it's something happening to you. It's not something directly that is like happening that you get to choose. It's not like someone's giving you a job, and it's not like, you know, you're having a child, or that you're getting married, or, you know, you're working on skills and going back to school, or that. It's nothing like that. It's something happening to someone within your vicinity and you're dealing with it. You are feeling it deeply, because we have Cancerians and Libras. You feel everything deeply. I know when I've been unwell the first thing my brother did was like, oh no, you gotta be joking, don't do this to me now. And I was in pain on the floor, I needed an ambulance. But he just talked about himself and how he's got to go to work, and oh, he can't have this happening, does he have to take a day off work? Like, it was all about him. That's very typical of Libras. And Cancerians, it's sort of similar but on a different wavelength. It's, they feel so much that they feel the pain and the hurt because the people that they love are hurt, and it's, they have trouble dealing with what they are feeling because the people they love are hurt. So they care that that person is hurt or they've lost someone, but because they're feeling so deeply, it's a little bit self-absorbed. They can't get over how they're feeling. It's hard for them to move past it, and when they have no control over it, they can lash out in anger sometimes. Now, that's what I have for you, my lovely Cancerians and Libras. Please like, share, comment if this does resonate. Yeah, I'd definitely like to know if it does, what you think it could be. I can learn a bit more on how I do read, how this comes across. Everyone would have something different in their life, so very interested to hear that. I'm leaving you all with lots of love, positive vibes, and lots of care, and I will see you all in my next reading. Bye now.